Hey, have you read Centuria yet? Because if not, I'm going to read it for you today. We are picking up at chapter 18, titled The Future as Foreseen. And if you are just hearing about this series for the first time, I've covered the last 17 chapters on my page as well, so feel free to go check those out. And as always, check out this series for yourself. Be sure to give it a read and let me know what you think of it. With all that being said, let's dive right in. Chapter 18 picks up right where we left off in chapter 17. Fallen knights scatter the ground like snow, including a battered Guillaume with his helmet caved in from the front, a result of Angvall's tenacious power and the intensity of just one strike. And limping, Angvall approaches Elstree, holding out her shattered blade despite itself, ordering, "Withdraw your troops immediately." Elstree examines her with an unimpressed stare, before laughing wickedly. "This is the very future I envisioned. He arrived just in time." Oh no. Angvall answers, "What?" "Alright, yeah, it's over. I knew this was gonna happen. I'm so scared right now. I am so fucking scared." And sure enough, floating above the village on a cloud of water is none other than Arcos himself and his maid, both staring down at the aftermath with cold expressions. The pair descends upon the village like a god and a squire, exiting the heavens to grace the earth with their presence. Arcos' power surges in his right eye, and Angvall murmurs, "Who?" She is then cut off as a pellet of water as sharp and as fast as a bullet pierces Angvall directly in the midsection, the impact of it launching her and sending her crashing into a nearby shack. And a few villagers look on, and Ravenna cries out, "Angvall!" We see Angvall in a similar state to how she was when the demonic chimera attacked her, bloody and subdued for the moment. Just for the moment, though. Now Arcos looks around at the villagers and says, "So what exactly is going on here?" With one sharp gaze of his right eye, Arcos suspends each one of the villagers in midair, freezing them in place with their arms stretched out to their sides like sacrificial pawns. And the villagers cry out in confusion and fear. "Whoa! What? What in the world? What's happening? I can't move! Help!" Arcos smiles up cruelly at the villagers, saying, "Shall I kill them?" Guys, I feared this would happen. If you've kept up on my videos so far, or you've read the series for yourself at all, you knew this was coming. I tried to warn you. I tried to warn everyone, but I don't even think I was ready for this guy to be here. I know I wasn't ready for this guy to be here. Like, I am genuinely scared for everyone's safety now. This motherfucker has to be stopped instantaneously. As Arcos overlooks all the people in midair, Elstree answers, saying, "Master Arcos, ignore those people. They aren't important." Arcos answers, "Is that so?" And Elstree continues, "Moments ago, a boy holding a baby ran off in the direction of the woods. That baby is the child of prophecy." Arcos scoffs. "You're joking, right? A kid and a baby? What a letdown. This is what I came all the way here for?" Elstree's expression darkens, continuing, "That boy has supernatural powers like yourself, Master Arcos." Arcos raises an eyebrow in intrigue, a small smirk crossing his face. "Oh?" His maid looks visibly uncomfortable, saying, "What an unsightly grin." Arcos replies with an unamused stare. "Shut up. Just stay here." Arcos drops the villagers roughly from their suspended positions, each one of them hitting the ground with loud thuds and various grunts. Marie shields her baby from harm, catching it before it can hit the ground and using her body as a net. Arcos begins to walk off. "I'm going after the boy." We cut away to the edge of the woods, where Julian and Titi are fervently trying to escape the pursuing knights. And Titi huffs with her hands on her knees. Julian, I can't run anymore." Julian looks back with a look of concern and hands Diana to Titi. "Titi, hold on to Diana tightly. Don't let go, and get ready." Julian's power surges to life as Titi says, "Huh? Wait!" But before she can finish her sentence, Julian launches her sky high into the air, and she cries out, "Ah!" Then we get this incredible series of panels right here where Titi and Diana are in midair together, Diana with her hands up and a wide smile on her face, cooing and thoroughly enjoying this. "Aha! Bah!" And Titi screams, "Eek!" Below, on the ground, Julian uses his great power to not only subdue, but to pierce through the knights, his fist plowing through their midsections with ease as he kills them off one by one, picking them off like plants. Titi continues falling through the air as the realization hits her. "Wait a sec! Julian rams his massive body into a horde of knights, toppling them like dominoes, and finishing them with a huge strike through each of their stomachs all at once. Titi cries out, "Hey! How am I supposed to land?" Next, we see Julian absolutely aura-farm right here, catching Titi and Diana soundly in his strong arms as the corpses of dead knights litter the ground beside them. Diana is still squealing happily, arms outstretched wide. Julian lets Titi up and begins to explain. "There are still many more soldiers on the way. We're gonna run now." Titi, still shaken, responds, "Seriously? Give me a heads up before you launch me halfway into space next time. What even was that just now?" Back in the village, all of the townsfolk all hesitantly rise back to their feet. Marie surveys the area, noting that Angvall is suddenly missing. "What? Where's Angvall? With those injuries, there's no way she could have..." "No!" The realization sets in, and Guillaume, still somehow conscious, laughs hoarsely on the ground. Near the wood's edge, we see that Arcos has arrived, smirking down coldly at the dead knights with a look of excitement in his eyes. "Oh, seems I'm getting closer. Splendid. Finally, some entertainment." A shadow whizzes through the trees, launching itself out from the brush with incredible speed. Two heavy metal boots land in front of Arcos, who exclaims in confusion and mild interest. The boots belong to none other than Angvall, who, despite her already wounded and injured body, continues to press forward and offer protections to the one she loves, namely Julian, Titi, and Diana. She lets out a mighty war cry, huffing for breath. "Ha! I won't let you pass beyond this point." Arcos' smile never leaves his face, as he hums chillingly. "Oh, really?" And the closing tagline to this chapter reads, "Her willingness to die for others drives her forward." Please, please, Arcos, don't do this, bro. Just leave Angvall alone. Leave our goat alone, bro. It doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to turn her into a human meat bag, bro. It is not that deep. Just go find Julian and be on your merry way. Leave my goat out of this, man. Don't do this to me. Nah, but legit, I'm actually terrified for Angvall. I don't think you guys understand. We knew this outcome was inevitable several chapters ago with Elstrie's prophecy of, oh, this battle is already won. I figured Guillaume wasn't going to be that guy, right? He wasn't going to be the one to change the tide of battle. But bro, I really wish I was wrong. In the first 5 panels that this guy enters the village, he's already blasted through Angvall with one of his water bullets and threatened to kill the entire village. And Julian, you gotta save us, bro. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Arcos, you're an absolute menace to society and an undoubtable threat. But Julian, bro, we need you to lock in. We need you to save all of our goats. Angvall, bro. We cannot lose Angvall. I've genuinely never felt more scared for our main cast of characters before. Like, the sheer impact that Arcos could have on the main cast of characters is enormous. It's terrifying. And at this point, I'm hoping and praying that somebody, namely Julian, stops him before he hurts Angvall, because I really don't think I could deal with that. Something else I wanted to touch on is the difference between Angvall and Julian in the way they both fought and engaged the enemy. If you'll remember from the last 2 chapters, Angvall defeated every single knight in the village without causing a single casualty to defend her friends. But Julian, this guy saw red straight out of the gate. As soon as he decided that Titi and Diana were in danger, this motherfucker starts an entire Uchiha clan massacre on the troop that's pursuing him. And to completely punch a hole through not 1, not 2, not even 3, but 5 different knights, all with one singular strike, is absolutely ridiculous. This is that fractured sense of morality on display that I've mentioned before when talking about Julian. We saw how brutal he was when he mangled literally every single pirate aboard the slave trade ship to death after he lost Mira. Now, these knights are his next unlucky victims, all because of Elstrie, by the way. It's important to note that in the heat of battle, Angvall sticks by her knightly code still, and ended that fight with 0 kills, but subdued every single knight back standing in the village. It makes me wonder whether or not Julian's ability to kill without hesitation and his fractured sense of morality is inevitably going to come at a cost, such as him losing his humanity in order to defend the people he loves. On the flip side, it could be that Angvall's hesitance to kill and stay true to her honor as a knight and a subject of the Supreme Lord might be her undoing. as she might not have what it takes in order to get the job done, in all fairness. But in all honesty, I don't really want to talk about Angvall's undoing since it's now a very real possibility. Arcos has seriously got to go, especially because if Julian loses another loved one, he might genuinely crash out and kill everyone in sight. It's crazy how one character can immediately shift the story into panic mode. So if nothing else, props to Arcos for that. Alright, that's about all I have for this analysis today, but I'm curious, what did you guys think of this chapter and this arc and the direction that the story's heading in as a whole? Do you think Julian's willingness to kill will come at a price? Will it ultimately be his undoing? Will Arcos be the reason Julian snaps? What will be the fate of Angvall? Let me know all of your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. You guys always have such great insight to add to these videos, and I appreciate that. Everybody I've ever talked to about Centuria is super deep into the lore, and I love discussing this series as a whole with you guys. So let me know all of your thoughts and theories. I love seeing your guys' takes on this. So thank you guys so much for watching and stopping by. God bless every single one of y'all, and have a wonderful rest of your day.